The U.S. Mint has released a quarter featuring Cherokee Principal Chief Wilma Mankiller. It's the first of two quarters that will honor iconic Native American women from Oklahoma. Reporter Kennedy Sepulvedo is back from Tahlequah to tell us more about Monday's ceremonial unveiling. Kennedy?
Rich, the Wilma Mankiller Quarter is the third quarter release from the Mint's American Women Quarters program, which runs from 2022 till 2025. Ceremony guests were able to purchase two $10 rolls of Wilma Mankiller quarters after the ceremony. La The beautiful voices of the Cherokee adult and youth choirs with soloist Brianna Olea, granddaughter of the late Chief Wilma Mankiller, filling the ceremony room at the Cherokee Casino in Tahlequah on Monday, singing one of Chief Mankiller's favorite hymns, Beulah Land, translated into Cherokee.
Chief Mankiller makes our tribe better in big ways and small ways every day. She makes our tribe better every time a chief comes home from the office and brags to the First Lady about what a great job he did today. And she says, well, you're no Chief Mankiller.
Principal Chief Chuck Hoskins Jr., the Eastern Band of Cherokees, former Principal Chief Ross Swimmer, Wilma's daughters Gina and Felicia Alea, and husband Charlie Soap all received two Wilma Mankiller quarters.
Communities are still using those methods that Wilma taught all of us. Also a terrific leadership from her in an honorable way. And we're just honored to have been part of that era where Wilma was here.
The tail of the coin depicts Wilma Mankiller gazing to the future with the wind at her back, and she is wrapped in a traditional shawl. The seven-pointed star of the Cherokee Nation is placed to the late chief's left.
For the first time in history, the United States Mint is issuing circulating quarters featuring prominent American women. 5 different designs annually through 2025.
All of the 2022 quarters will be released by August of this year. Another Oklahoma Native American woman will be featured on the next group of American Women quarters. America's first prima ballerina, Maria Tallchief, was born on the Osage Reservation in Fairfax, Oklahoma in 1925.
So proud of being Osage. So proud of her heritage.
Maria's family moved to California, where she and her younger sister Marjorie studied ballet under Madame Branislava Nijinsky.
They had incredible training. My aunt went on and she was an étoile in the Paris Opera Ballet. My mother joined the Ballet Russe de Monte Carlo, which is where she met George Balanchine. And together with Lincoln Kirstein, they founded the New York City Ballet.
Maria Tallchief was named the prima ballerina at the New York City Ballet.
My mother was Balanchine's muse. So inspired by my mother, he created the first Sugar Plum Fairy and the Nutcracker, the Swan Queen, the Firebird, to name just a few roles.
Maria's daughter, Elise Passion, recounts what it was like having a famous ballerina as a mother.
You're not really aware that your mother is famous. You just think, this is my life. And so, I would travel with her, as I said, up until about the age of 7.
Nearly 90 years have passed since the Tallchief family left Fairfax for California, and the young ballerinas made a name for themselves. 2 things from the Tallchief family still remain in their small hometown: the Tallchief Mansion and the Tallchief Theater. Maria Tallchief's father built the theater back in 1928 to bring hope and joy to a community that was fear-stricken after the Reign of Terror.
We've been working several years to try to raise the money to restore the theater as a commemorative center for Maria and Marjorie, but also as a memorial to the victims of the Reign of Terror, which also happened here. So we have a mix here in Fairfax of tragedy and triumph.
The legacy of Maria and Marjorie Tallchief live on through young girls following their point shoe footsteps.
Ballet has been a part of our culture since they came to fame in their different companies, and so it was not unheard of for a lot of our people to have done ballet because of them.
The Dance Maker Academy in Pawhuska, Oklahoma has classes for ages 3 through adults. In the summer, professional dancers join the 20 to 30 dancers in the academy for the Wajaje Ballet.
We're strong Osage women, and it's important and exciting to have a strong Native American woman, Maria Tallchief, on this quarter to represent us.
Which we consider will be another opportunity to celebrate. Hopefully we'll have the theater in shape to have some kind of ceremony or celebration.
Rich, I did get to see a sneak peek of the quarter, and I can tell you Maria's Osage name, Waxahachomba, will be written in the orthography on the quarter, which will be released for circulation in October 2023.